Morning, Patreon guys. We've got AJ as our trade of the day. So an important level is your support. It's a monthly support. It's a 92.04. We have got that support currently. We're 50-50 at the FX SSI level. I just posted some analysis on FXCM. We're looking at AJ and they have shorted it on FXCM. So we're going to look at the average line here. So in fact they've gone long. So there's a bit of a mismatch here. The FXCM data, they shorted it. FXSI, they've gone slightly long here, but keep an eye on your technical level. That's not going to lie. This is subject to change because the retail guys are very capricious and they change their mind a lot. The buyers are in control. Okay, so that's of note. The buyers entered here. These are the smart traders. They entered here. Yeah, right there. So you know, they're done quite well. They're up 35 pips, and these guys are profitable traders. This is why we want to look at the buy and sell toggle here on the profit ratio. It's really important, and you can see, you know how you can use it and things. So that's AJ. We don't normally look at cross yen because this is our trade of the day. We're looking at this. So remember 92.04. Okay. AU. We had a big sell-off yesterday. We have got monthly pivots still. We are a sell at the big picture. They've gone long. Buyers are in control. Okay, so looks like we might be getting that stop loss cluster 67.40, 10 pips away. One below is large at 66.80. But remember, we've got monthly pivot, and that's a pretty strong level. We might want to get that liquidity. We might even go there and get this, but it looks probably more likely to get this as opposed to this, and we've got that technical support as well. So there's a candidate of getting a stop loss cluster, making a 60 pip move, and doing that, which would be really horrible, but I mean, there's a lot of liquidity there, so it acts like a magnet. We are a sell of the big picture as well, and they've gone long, so you know, potentially there 66.80. It's not that far away. It's 60 pips. EU, likewise sell up. Quite a sell off yesterday, but maybe you could argue quite strong. Remember, the auto trend channels were quite strong on our analysis that I posted last week. The daily time frame were quite strong on the trend. One above 106 and one below is 104. It was 105 and now it's 104, so they bought their stops 100 pips lower, 50-50. Alright, so that's of note. They're going long, sellers are in control. Okay, so a bit tricky, 50-50. Monthly pivot is there. Okay, so as long as we're above that, you're looking to buy dips. Okay, GU, this was pumping, and this is probably because of EG, the euro pound, because that explains this move here. The EG is probably dumped. 122.30, 121.60. We are a buy, whereas the EU is 50-50, isn't it? So sellers are in control. They've gone ever so slightly long, and we'll look at dollar Swiss. If you want me to look at dollar CAD or anything, just let us know. One above is at 94.71. One below is at 93.20. The buyers are in control. They have shorted it slightly, but we are still at the big picture. Okay, big node of stops here. Can you see? It's probably it could be like $1 million in stops there. Could be a lot of money right there. So 94.70. So it's a bit tricky. We could probably come down because of the high level sentiment. The dynamic, the low level sentiment, they shorted it. So quite tricky. Let's look at dollar yen. And I was saying it could have been like a bit of a stop hunt here, potentially. 137.51 and 136.45. Buyers are in control. If we take these guys off, they went long. Alright, so they tried to buy up here. Okay, they tried to buy here, 136.82. So, yeah. basically where they are. They're at that break even right now. So that's an interesting development. One bloat is large of the two, and we are just sort of teetering 50-50. So really, in a nutshell, a lot of these major pairs are at crossroads, and dollar Swiss and dollar yen. I mean, dollar Swiss can probably fall because of that. Dollar yen might be okay, but we're a bit 50-50. We're quite sideways. As for EU and GU looks stronger because of the sentiment. EU is at like a crossroads, and we had the RBA last night for Aussie. But remember that the cross USD have got their monthly pivots, and the USD pairs have got their monthly pivots as resistance. So we've got support here, technical support, and then the USD crosses like dollar Swiss, dollar yen have got it as a resistance. So quite tricky. Keep an eye on your Dixie, and keep an eye on those yields as well. I do recommend going to TradingView and then add in the US yields, and that'll give you a big clue about the USD direction as well. But yeah, so add you can add the US 10-year. If you don't want to add everything, you can just look at the 10-year, and that'll give you a big clue. And if they're pumping higher, it means that the dollar's probably going to pump higher as well. Okay, so that's a very simple correlation there. And the 10-year tracks UJ as well. So have a good one, and I'll be back tomorrow. But I'm going to do a video today on the FX as SI indicators, but I haven't decided what indicator to talk about today. So that'll be interesting. I'll speak to you guys soon.